Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to That One Awkward Guy. Today we're going to be continuing our series on Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion with the Star Trek Armada 3 mod. In the last episode, we did lose a decent portion of our fleet, and then we rebuilt that fleet, and quite frankly, I don't remember much else from what happened after that, because I did that recording like 2 or 3 days ago, so I don't really remember entirely where we left off, but we're going to find out in a minute as soon as we load in. But what I do remember is I think we need to get a little more offensive, because it looks like we're getting to this point with the Klingons that it's stalemating. And we might take a planet here or there, but I don't want this series to be like 90 parts or something crazy, so I think we might need to look at getting a little more offensive, but then again, we are going to have to assess the situation, because I don't really remember exactly where we left off. For all I know, we're about to go into some huge battle. I don't know. But we will see soon. Other than that, I don't know. I've been thinking, just to talk about what we're loading here. I've been thinking about starting a Stellaris series, because there's some really cool mods out for Stellaris that I've been wanting to record, so I might actually record that right after this video, but either way, I encourage you to let me know what you think in the comments. I already put some stuff out on the Discord, but let me know what you think about a Stellaris series. I'm also thinking of potentially starting another Hearts of Iron 4 series. There we go, because I do know people enjoy that series, so that's another thing I've been considering, and it doesn't look like we're under attack by anybody at the moment.
Warp signatures detected.
And as soon as I say that, warp signatures, and there's an enemy ship coming at us. Well, I mean, this has a garrison fleet that I signed it, yeah. Fairly substantial garrison fleet with a fully leveled starbase, so don't worry, it'll be fine, but I swear, it's all good. Just don't worry. Oh, they're cloaked, okay. Yeah. Like I said, I think, my thoughts is we need to get a little aggressive. So I'm thinking, what if we move? We can't attack here, because I think we tried, there was a starbase there, wasn't it? Yeah, battle station. So that's obviously not an option for us. Well, it is, but I think they have a fleet there and everything. What I'm thinking is maybe we can kind of move through the sun area here and start going around, and maybe even travel back through the wormhole. I don't know. It'd probably be quicker to go through the sun, though. And start attacking some of these worlds behind, where maybe they don't have the same fleet numbers, because I'm confident this starbase, it's a little low on shields, but I'm confident it could withstand an attack. I'm also confident that they wouldn't make an attack if there's a huge enemy fleet directly behind their lines with the capability of sieging out their space or their battle stations. Because with these, I don't even know where they are. There they are. With these New Orleans class, their starbases are nothing, or battle stations are nothing, I should say. Our culture has neutralized the enemy system. We've neutralized? What? What system? This one?
Starfleet.
It said we neutralized a system, but I don't know which one. Huh. Anyway. Oh yeah, so their battle stations, I should be calling them, are pretty much useless, because we can just sit there and destroy them. And I noticed this got neutralized too. I'm thinking about maybe not. How much are we getting from these refineries? What about this green world? How much am I getting? Oh, I'm getting a decent amount. I wouldn't want to get rid of that.
Enemy vessels engaged.
Enemy vessels whereabouts? A Brel class. Okay, well they still might not send in troops. I don't know. We'll see what they're doing. You know, we could go here, but I'd rather rally up with this garrison fleet. So we're gonna send them. No, I don't want to go through that pyro. You know what? Screw it. Let's go through the pyro.
Steady as she goes.
Uh-oh. No, here they come. They're coming for us. We could just bring this fleet back in. Like right now. It's just like a surprise. And just wreck their entire fleet and then go. You know, yeah, let's do it. Let's catch this fleet off guard now. Once they're committed to that assault. But yeah, is there anything I can do? I can't even colonize this world. Because they've pushed us back sufficiently that we can no longer do anything. That's unfortunate. But yeah, now we're about to warp right in on top of the enemy fleet. So let's see. I don't think this is going to be a very good battle for them.
Awaiting orders.
So we should be able to destroy this fleet, hopefully with minimal casualties. I have left this station on its own, but yeah, there it is right there. That Dreadnought, its damage is a little too high for me to feel comfortable not sending them any kind of support. So that'll delay our plans slightly, but that's okay. We should be able to wipe this fleet and move on. Because, yeah, with the combined damage of this starbase and now this entire fleet, there's no way they're holding. Oh, I just forgot, though. I have their tactics set on to not do anything. I forgot about that. And here are some Centaur classes. They're probably going to get killed. As they kind of went ahead, because I forgot I left the fleet on passive, so that way they wouldn't rush into the enemy starbase. That's fine. We can actually immediately, from this starbase we have here, begin reinforcements, production of some reinforcements. So I think maybe like another New Orleans, sure. And oops, I'm willing to bet we lost some Centaurs, so let's get about 4 of those. While we obliterate the enemy fleet here, which already is not taking long. In fact, you know what? Can I just get everybody? I want this destroyer, or dreadnought, or whatever the heck they're calling it. I want it down. I don't want to need to deal with that. Doesn't have a lot of health, but it does a ton of damage, and that's not acceptable. It needs to be dealt with immediately. And most of their fleet's already gone, so. In fact, did we even lose anything? No, not even any planetary defenses have been lost at this point. And we're doing some very serious damage to their fleet.
Awaiting orders.
And then, like I said, we will pick up reinforcements from this world. And I notice their culture is still pushing us back, which I will have to deal with that. I'll have to find a way to deal with it, but I'm sure we will find a way. Just so I guess some Akira, sure. Perhaps there's a trade station. You know what? We could take out an Ares type station, because I'm just realizing we haven't researched anything for a decent amount of time now. I don't think we'd really be losing much from sacrificing a station if it means we can stop them from potentially even neutralizing an outworld now, which would be very much unacceptable, because we can't afford to lose worlds with the current state that our economy is in.
Alter course.
So, yep, we'll have them resume course back to that planet, where they'll rally with the main fleet. But yeah, so that will scuttle that, and it should be done any second now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gone. Alright, planetary logistics. Give me a subspace relay. And see if that helps to make a bit of a difference, at least stopping them from pushing this far. Maybe allowing us to colonize this planet at some point even. In the meantime, this is actually looking good. A little weaker than before the battle, but for all intents and purposes, it's pretty much at the same level before. I mean, 20,000 versus 30,000 shields. That's not what's going to make the difference between us winning and losing. So, I'm alright with that for now, and it will continue to heal. And now we've done damage to the fleet, which is quite nice. I'm actually thinking to have some... because I see their cultures approaching this planet very quickly, and I don't want to lose it. And I notice we don't have a subspace relay here.
All hands to battle stations.
We could tear down a trading post. Or another Ares station. You know, these research stations, there's just not much of a point to keeping them. I think I would rather build another station and stop them from potentially neutralizing this world, which is not making a ton, but we could still use it. Still would be very useful to us. And then these guys still moving. Yeah, we'll take this planet. And then maybe this planet. My hope is maybe we could somehow lock this down. And perfect. We're actually pushing them back now. That's amazing. Perfect. So my hope is maybe we can cut these guys off from support and take this little cluster of worlds here. And we can set up some defensive lines. And then we'll own probably actually a little more than the Klingons do. And I do notice they still have some of our ships flying around that they probably sent some teams over to capture. Can I get a subspace relay station? And yeah, we still have the Cardassians, who are probably rallying another fleet to attack us, but we are almost done repairs. Let's deal with that real quick. Didn't notice that. And our defenses are all up and ready to go, so that is good for us. I would also like to continue. Let's get 2 more Centaurs. And you know what? Let's get 2 Miranda class vessels, because I like those ships. They're probably actually my favorite Federation vessel. I have no idea why. I just love those ships. They're so cool. So we'll build 2 of those. And here we go. We are in the wormhole. Nothing but some trade ships and a single Predator class. Nothing to worry about, but they do know we've left the system. However, I think we've set them back with that last attack. I don't think they expected us to just send that fleet back right behind them and basically destroy their dreadnought, which I'm sure is costing them a significant amount now. See, there's this one little scout. It's just been sitting here. The Romulans, if I'm correct, are out of the game. Yeah, they're out. It's the Cardassians are in, Klingons are in, and we're in. Oh, look at that. We're #1 in fleet now. Look at that. That's nice. And we're #2 in everything else. We probably slipped behind the Klingons because we've invested so much of in our fleet now. So much of our resources. So I'm not surprised that we've fallen to 2nd in economy. But I think we're probably, both us and the Klingons are at that level of income where it doesn't necessarily matter. Because we are at the point where we're saving up so much money that we could probably replace this entire fleet if it was necessary to do so. So yeah, I don't think that's too much of a concern this late in the game, but I like that we're #1 in fleet. That shows things are starting to turn around, and we are #4 in relationships. That doesn't surprise me. I think we sent out 2 envoys and they both got destroyed. I don't think people wanted to be our friends. Now let's send this fleet in to rally up, and then we'll have the entire Federation fleet united and ready to start taking some territory for us. Actually making some real progress, which we haven't really been able to do in quite some time. And the one thing I'm going to have to do, though, I'm going to have to make sure our fleet doesn't immediately go to try to get itself killed. So, hello, reinforcing enemy fleet. Interesting. Okay, so here's what I want. I want you guys here, because we might... I'm not sure if this is a battle we really want to fight. What are you doing? Just leave, Akira classes. Don't fight. Why are they going over here? Oh, they might die. I hope they don't die. And they've gone in right on top of that starbase. Alright. We need to get these fleets rallied. I want them tactics. Hold position right here. Actually, right here is kind of a bit more what I'm looking at, or looking for. I just hope we can get these ships out without too much casualties, but they don't seem to be trying to leave all that much, unfortunately.
Alert the crew.
Yeah, we're gonna go like right here even, and I want to just see if we can get some of these New Orleans class starting on that star base, and we do have some ships retreating, so they followed us. That's unfortunate. Oops, I skipped past it again. So yeah, hold position. I think even if they come at us with that fleet, though, I think we'll be okay. We're just going to go here and we're going to try to take out that starbase, and they might be preparing for an attack or they might be retreating. It looks as though, yeah, they're definitely pulling out. I think they know that we have the capability to siege out the space station. And with one fleet coming from there, one fleet coming from here, it wouldn't be a smart engagement for them. We could pick off one of their fleets and then take out the other. So I think we lost mostly Akira classes from what I saw in that battle. So we'll build 6 new Akira classes.
Alert the crew.
Meanwhile, they're all going to rally up. Where are the New Orleans classes? And also, can I get some fighter squadrons? And we need to get those Centaur classes back, because actually we have a few left, but we do need to deal with these fighters. There are the steam runners. Where are the Mirandas? I want to see the Miranda class. I hope they finished. They should have been built already. I can't see them. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. It might be. Maybe they didn't get built in time. I don't know. Oh my goodness, excuse me. We'll let the fleet rally up because it's kind of hard to pick out all the individual New Orleans classes before they've rallied up. Let's see. Yeah, there they are. Oh wait, no, those are Akiras. Oh, I guess the Mirandas must have been built after all. And we did lose a capital ship, unfortunately. Hopefully we didn't lose a colony ship.
Engines, set a course.
I'm not sure whether we did or didn't, but hopefully, like I said, we didn't. And yeah, fleet is rallying up. This is a good-looking fleet right here. I like this fleet. And now we are dealing with the enemy fighters. So that'll give our ships a bit more of a chance to repair. Oh, look at these New Orleans class. They're going to have a bad day in a minute. That space station not going to last long against our long-range fleet here. Actually, you know what? Take out the Lancer turret's not too much of a worry. Take out the outpost first. Yeah, and everyone else, go ahead. We can start doing some damage to the planet. Why not? We have a lot of capability to do that now with all these Norway classes. And our own capital ships. And we kept the Ambassador class, which is awesome. So yeah, we should be able to get this planet. Again, I'm going to do these zoom outs every once in a while just to make sure we're not getting attacked anywhere. It doesn't look like it, but we do know there's still an enemy fleet that we don't know where they went, but they went somewhere. And I need a handful of centaur classes to deal with those enemy fighters. 1, 2, 3. Come on, give me a few more. Here we go. Yeah, get over here and help us with this situation.
Steady as she goes.
Oh, I was about to say, they're about to get in range of that starbase. Hope they're going to stop moving soon. And Defiant, no thank you. Here to hold position.
Ahead full.
And make sure they're on hold position. Okay, and these are some Kiras, right? Yeah. We'll have a few more of them coming to reinforce us soon. So starbase already taking very serious damage. We've almost taken its shields out. And then we will just let everybody attack and do what they may, and do what they may choose to do. And as we lose ships, unfortunately we can't build anything now, but as we lose ships, I'm probably going to start
Altering course.
building up some more star-based constructor things. I can't remember what they're called. There's something class construction vessels, and it looks like the Cardassians are scouting out again. I mean, this starbase is almost completely repaired now, so I just wish I could get them to stop. Like, yeah, they're coming at us. I mean, their fleets have never been sufficient to actually take out one of our star bases. I don't think they have the economy for it. Again, I've done this a few times, but knock on wood. Hopefully they don't have a fleet to destroy us this time, but it's mostly frigates. That's the biggest issue. They keep sending these Desset class vessels, and they can't stand up to the full power of our starbase. Has like full upgrades and everything, right? So we've almost gotten it, and that's going to deal with a lot of their fighters too. Just keeping an eye on this. And fighters have been deployed. They do seem to have a few of these Saw classes, which I think act as siege ships, but I don't know if they have enough range. We'll see. And there we go. Alright, everybody, tactics, gravity well. Engage what you would like to engage. And we were targeting this. This thing's... Let's see. This thing seems to be taking damage a lot slower than that starbase. Maybe these things are just specifically made for starbases and they do more damage, or maybe this thing has just some crazy shields, because that damage is much slower than the starbase. Maybe it just has some crazy defensive upgrades or something, I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Go destroy my resource production. You've done that a million times, but don't let me stop you from trying it again. And there we go. So now they got these galore classes that are already taking hits, because they're not sending them in with the rest of these frigates. Because normally you send them frigates, they take the fire rather than the galore classes, because the galore classes do more damage. But now they got... I guess I didn't really kill any of them, but they don't seem to really have all that much cohesion with their fleet here. They don't seem to really know what they're doing. Looks like we lost some ships. Are we being engaged? Doesn't look like it. Can I make sure we are targeting... Yes, we are. Okay. I'm gonna not replace those because I will replace it if I can build the thing. Construction ship. Perfect. So get that built up. Meanwhile, again, the starbase, which is starting to take some damage, but is dishing out a decent amount of damage too. They've sent a few bigger ships, but even these have pretty low health. They're still just frigates. I don't even think they're... Yeah, they're actually much worse than these Desset classes. Oh, these are siege vessels, aren't they? I bet those are their, like, light siege vessels or something. I mean, that won't really help them too much if they don't have enough of a support fleet, because I think they're still actually in range. Yeah, they are. Or at least they think they are. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. I think we're going to be fine. I don't think that's a fleet that could really challenge us, but like I said, we'll keep an eye on it just in case. And hello, enemy Klingon fleet that does appear to be retreating.
All hands to battle stations.
We will let our ships engage as they see fit. I'm not going to micromanage them right now. So meanwhile, the starbase is just dealing out all the damage it can. Doing a lot of damage. These set classes are just, they don't hold up. I don't know why they keep sending so many of them, because they have a few of these Geller classes to back them up, and those are their damage dealers, right? But they don't have enough of them to really do anything. They just send so many of these set classes that really are useless. They don't do very much this late in the game. I was actually, when I'm not playing this playthrough, I was doing a Cardassian playthrough. I'm like, I don't even build these set classes late game. They're good early game, but it's like right now, I don't build Saber classes. They were useful early game, but now they're too general. When I build frigates, I build the Norway classes for the planet bombardment, or I build the Centaurs for anti-fighter. I have the frigates for specialized roles, not a general ship. But they seem to really want to use them as just a general ship, and I don't think it is really that good an idea for the AI to be doing that. They should be using them, if anything, as screens, but they don't seem to be doing that very effectively. That's their term, I think. Anyway, they don't seem to be doing that because where are they? They're down here. Meanwhile, these ships are taking the brunt of the fire. And the Galor classes are all taking the brunt of the fire instead of the set classes. And even still, they don't have the damage to actually do anything.
Battle stations.
And we are beginning. We're taking...
Enemy vessels engaged.
USS Philadelphia, what are you doing? I shouldn't have left the ships to their own devices. Alright, I want you guys to actually not be trying to travel through the planet, because it's clear they don't really know what they're doing. Please tell me we're going to get the Philadelphia out of there. Do you have anything? Fire at will? Sure. Expert targeting. Fleet coordination. Just giving you upgrades. Hopefully that'll get you out of it. I don't know. We can rebuild it if necessary. I'd rather not, though. I'm probably going to die. Well, maybe not, because they might make it out. Oh, if they make it out, it's going to be really close. Nope, they're gone. Alright, that's fine, I can rebuild them. I just assumed the capital ships would be able to figure it out themselves. Why can't I find the Sovereign Galaxy? Oh, research prerequisites not met. Oh, I bet because I canceled out those Ares stations. Oh, that sucks. That's fine, though. Not a huge issue. We are engaging the enemy. We are definitely losing some ships. But I can rebuild them at this starbase, which is here. Let me get started. I want some Akuras. I want some... Really? Okay, so I obviously need to rebuild one of those research stations. I didn't realize it would cancel research we've already done. Perhaps there's a training post or something. Yeah, scuttle a training post and we'll rebuild our research and we can redo it that way. But I thought we've already done the research. Why would it just say, nah, you don't get that anymore? But I guess I was mistaken. It's fine, not a big deal. We'll just rebuild it and deal with it. We've kept the majority of our capital ships, so it's all good. And their fleet is on the run. And when is that scuttle going to be complete? And it's done. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I need an Ares class station. And is that enough to get me the Defiant again? 8.
Red alert.
And that will give us 8. So as soon as that's done, we'll be able to build the Defiance again. And yeah, it looks like this is officially pretty much a victory at this point. They have a few of these Galore classes left, but not enough to really win. And our fighters are mopping up anything they're using for planet bombardment. They're sending in, again, a couple ships at a time. They seem to have, for whatever reason, some idea that it's going to make the difference. I don't see how it will, but let them throw away their ships if they'd so choose to. And it looks like they have a random ship here. Is this a scout? Yes, it's a scout. That's how they got it through. Alright, well, I think maybe we could begin... We can't colonize, obviously, but maybe we could push out to this planet. I'm not sure. I say we rally for it, and I can start production of some reinforcements. But then again, I'm also thinking it might not be a bad idea to build a starbase out there. Come on, really? Is it not done yet? Why can't I build my Defiance?
Station complete.
Take us out of here.
Ares substation. We have 8. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, so let's just get a couple Defiance on queue.
Enemy
And
vessels engaged.
yes, enemy vessels engaged. I'm sure it's just the Cardassians. Get them heading over there. Yep, just more Cardassians who are being slowly destroyed as they trickle in a couple ships at a time to participate in a battle they will most likely not win. So, you know what, just as a precaution though, we will build some more tactical defenses. And hopefully we'll be able to get them built. They might just instantly destroy them, but either way they'll take off some hits. Oh. Okay. Hello. Enemy fleet. I think our starbase will win this. Pretty confident. Worst case, we'll call in the fleet as backup though. Okay, pull this fleet out because they're gonna get killed if they just sit here. Yeah, you know what? I'm confident that we'll win that. In fact, I'm confident enough that if they're sending them to attack, they probably don't have much of a fleet to actually defend their territory. So why don't we actually send a fleet to attack this planet, take another planet from them when we have the opportunity. And then this is still going, this prolonged battle. Yeah, because if they're making, this is not a fleet that I think will win, but it's certainly a significant fleet. So I doubt they have many ships left to defend their other worlds, so I am confident enough to begin an attack. Though I would like to start construction of a star base. I mean, for the long term, right here, I think. Because odds are we'll hopefully be able to secure this territory. So for the long term, I'd like the starbase to be built here towards the enemy. What do they got? Small, not really threatening fleet. Do we have any starbases of... Yes, we have another battle station.
All hands to battle stations.
Alright, I need all ships. I want that rebuilt first of all. And then I want tactics to hold position while I go make sure everything's still going okay here. Seems like we're still holding our ground. They're still sending in a couple more ships, but I think we're getting on top of the issue. This battle is going okay, I think. It's kind of hard to tell. There's a lot of fighters, which is somewhat concerning, but I think it's going okay. I hope it's going okay. So, once again, I need these guys on hold position, and I want them to form up right here. Not on the fighter, just right here. How goes... Oops, wrong area. So, I could build them some more ships. Maybe some anti-fighter. Yeah, we'll build them a few Centaur classes, and why not some Defiance, an Intrepid. Just some ships to help them out a little bit. I'm confident we'll win, but just in case.
Give the word.
A few reinforcement ships. I think we should probably keep this small little garrison fleet to back up this station, just in case. Yeah. So get that there, and then I want the fleet to continue moving out this way. And hopefully by then our ships will all be in range to start getting some work done. Meanwhile, this starbase continues construction. Small trade center. Can we just afford all of the upgrades in one go? Oh, nice. Awesome. So that's all getting done. Meanwhile, situation, they're still fighting it. Still sending in a couple ships at a time. No idea what they think they're accomplishing. And I notice they're pushing us back again. Is there a trade station I can destroy this time? Yeah, trading post.
Enemy vessels engaged.
We will obviously... I can't because I don't want them to neutralize another world. That would be a very big issue if they were to do that. And I think we're winning. They've definitely lost a lot of ships. I think we're probably going to win that situation. They're sending a few ships seemingly to try to intercept this fleet, but I don't think they're going to win. They have a relatively small fleet there.
All sections report.
So yeah, get them here. Hopefully that'll be in range. In worst case, I'll just send in some of the New Orleans class separately so the entire fleet isn't at risk. And then this fleet... I'm going to keep building them some more ships, I think. We will keep sending them reinforcements, just in case. Because I really... losing this starbase would be a really, really big loss for us. It would definitely be a pretty huge loss.
Acknowledge, Starfleet.
So, I think it's important we make sure that's a win. And after this, we'll have cut off any enemy ships in the sector from retreat, as well as reinforcement that is not produced within the system. And this should be now ready to receive another subspace relay. Its third relay, and somehow they're still pushing us back. I have no idea how. Must be something. These ships probably have a bonus or something. And yeah, well, we're gonna win. We have a couple ships now actually flying around and such. I'm pretty confident that we'll win this battle. Meanwhile, how goes this? We're beginning bombardment. Can I find our New Orleans class ships? Have them start here, though. I thought we had a few more than this. New Orleans class. Oh, wow, that's a mess.
Give the word. Standing by.
Perhaps that's all of it. Alright. Maybe some of them died, I don't know. Faster. I honestly thought we had more. They might be mixed up in this jumble of ships here, but should be okay. That should be enough to deal with the station anyway. And here, again, continuing to destroy Cardassian ships. This situation is nearly completely resolved now. And again, a few more Centaur classes. And we can start production on some new ships. And then this battle has begun. We can actually put them off of passive. Oh no, they're on gravity lock. Good.
Alert the crew.
Yeah, let them do as they please. Just make sure this station doesn't get destroyed.
All sections report.
And still winning there. Oh man, this gets interesting to manage when you have like 3 battles going on at once. Okay, I don't want to follow that ship. I'm trying to... Yeah, we're pushing them back now. Good. Did that relay finish, or was it potentially some passive buff one of their heroes had? No, we finished it. Okay. And as we conquer these planets, obviously we'll be able to change that so that we don't need to have 3 subspace relays there. And how close are we to the station being dealt with? Getting there.
All sections report.
And I swear we had more than that. You know what? Here's what I'd like to do. I would like to do that, just to get these ships out of a jumble. And then I would like them to form up back here. So I can maybe see, do we have any other ones that I'm somehow missing out on? Doesn't look like it. We must have just lost some in that main battle that we had a little while ago. So we had a battles in the system, I think. And we did lose a few ships, so that might be why we're missing some. And again, they're still sending ships. I don't get what their plan is. Alright, let's build some more turrets. 1 more turret. This planet could also do with some rebuilding, though we can't actually rebuild the defenses because we don't own the planet, just realizing that. Which is very unfortunate for us.
Enemy vessels engaged.
Sure, get me an Intrepid class. How goes the siege? It's going well. Can I get a few Centaur classes? 3, 4 should be more than enough.
Change heading.
Though it looks like I might have unselected a few by mistake. 4, just so that way their bombers don't do damage to our long-range siege ships. And then this fleet, led by Janeway, is pursuing the enemy ships out of system. Though I believe their efforts would be better served over here, under the hold position order, with this fleet, because that starbase is now capable of defending itself. And the upgrades are indeed beginning. They are now pulling ships out, finally. Okay, there we go. I just wish I could actually start capturing these worlds, but we can't until we deal with the enemy culture here, because it's really powerful. Like we have to have 3, 4 between these 2 planets. We have 4 subspace relays, and we can't even push them back beyond this world. I'm not getting rid of those refineries because they are still producing a significant amount of resources. So, and then we have these Centaur classes, which are helping to deal with the fighter threat, which will be dealt with a little bit because I think most of the fighters are coming out of the station. So once we deal with the station, that fighter, at least to some degree, will be dealt with. And it is almost gone, and then we can begin actually clearing out this planet and pushing further in. I don't think they have many ships left, unless they're building more ships in this area. But this is certainly... We're down to number 2 on fleet. What? They probably rebuilt their dreadnought or something. That's fine. Is that a scout? Oh, missed it. Can't tell. I think once we take this, they'll be in a pretty bad situation. Because then I think we'd own roughly, with that, we'd probably own about half the map. And we know they own this, and then the Klingons would own this. So we would probably have a stronger economy than them at that point. Which would be very good. Because we're also doing, we have to be doing some amount of damage to their economy. Look, that's 9.7 from this world, plus what whatever they're getting from the trade ports. There's no way they're not feeling it. Come on, I want to finish up with this starbase. I want to take this planet before we end the episode. And then, yeah, perfect reinforcements are inbound. Upgrades are continuing here. We'll soon have the shipyard, which will be nice. And then we can continue taking the rest of these 4 planets. And I will be building, hopefully, another starbase here. So we can continue to keep this area defended. And then that would be a tough line. They'd have to break through this. Like, at minimum, they'd have to break through starbase here, here, and here to get into our worlds. So we are well defended in terms of starbases. And yeah, they have another scout running through our worlds. That's fine. Hello, Cardassians. Just a scout, nothing to worry about. Perfect. I want all ships to target anything and everything in the gravity well. But I'm going to give some orders to ships to have, like, not just go straight. Because I've seen they try to, like, go through the planet and they end up just being really weird about it. So I'm going to give some of them some specific orders so they don't do something silly.
Bring all weapons to bear.
But yeah, there we go. I think we made some progress. This is the first time in a few episodes that I've felt we've actually made substantial progress. Because we've taken a world here and there before. But then never anything that I think is actually potentially game-changing. Heard a weird sound effect that I hadn't heard before when I selected these ships. I don't know what it was. Anyway, they're sending in another small fleet. That's a problem. Is this starbase ready to deal with another substantial fleet? You know what? This fleet's, I think, smaller than the previous one. And some of those ships look to be damaged. And there is a couple ships here actually defending them, though they're mostly Centaur classes. Perhaps this means we should continue pushing it, or no? This is concerning, though. I think we can. This isn't that big a fleet. I think we can deal with it. Those are Quebec classes, though. They're relatively powerful. Why would you kick off that ability now? They're not even attacking you. That's the thing where they I think it's almost like they send any damage done to them, they reflect onto the enemy or something, but I don't know why they'd use that ability now. I don't know. So you got a few Defiant classes. Well, these ships kind of ran in and got themselves killed, but that's fine. So get some Defiant and don't waste anything on the Constellation class right now. It's really just good for repairs, and I don't think we'll have much of an opportunity to repair any ships at the moment, so... Yeah, hopefully. I think we can beat this fleet. I'm relatively confident. And there's a New Orleans class that they stole from us. That's fun. Can we keep the Defiant near the station for now, please? Oh, I hit engineering teams. I don't know what that does. I probably broke something. I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, I think we can win. I'm relatively confident. I think, hopefully, it will probably be fine. And I just don't want to stop the offensive because we're making so much progress right now. And now the question is, do I send the ships to reinforce the space station, or do I build? I think I build another starbase because even if that world falls, it doesn't actually stop us because they still would have to break through another starbase. So. Which is actually being attacked too. Wow. So the Klingons are really going for it. This is a really small fleet, though. I mean, I get it's not fully leveled, but, you know, still. It has all of its damage upgrades. Maybe we should send the fleet back.
Standing by. I
don't know. Maybe. I can't really... This starbase, I really can't afford to lose. Because the other one, I'm still actually really confident that they're going to hold out. But, know, we can't sit around waiting to decide.
All hands to battle
We
stations.
can delay the offensive, but if we lose these star bases, or specifically this one, it's
Alert the
over.
crew.
So we're gonna send them in. This will get priority reinforcements though, because I'm not sure if the other one really has its stuff. I don't even know if it has its factory built, and if it does, it doesn't really matter because they're about to get a ton of reinforcements. So we will destroy this fleet, and then we will, instead of pushing from there into here, we'll push into here. So that will be the plan.
Unable to comply.
Like I said, I'm pretty confident we'll win, but on the off chance that they somehow pull out some crazy
Unable to
victory,
comply.
we just really can't afford to risk it. So,
Alert the crew.
especially, again, this starbase is incredibly important to us, because it's what is going to stop them from bringing in reinforcements, so we're going to start getting our reinforcements over. However, what I will do is I'll keep a small contingent of Defiance here so we can continue to destroy some of this stuff. So let's have you destroy that, and then come over here.
All hands to battle
And it
station.
looks like we've almost wrapped up the battle here, which is good to see. Not going to give them any more reinforcements because I want to be able to build the constructor for the starbase. But yeah, this one looks like it might, with all these fighters, looks like this one, without reinforcements, might just fall. I think these Predator classes are actually siege ships too, I
All
believe.
sections report.
So yeah, I think it's good I sent the fleet back
Alert the
to
crew.
assist. Yeah, almost wrapped up there.
Enemy
Oh,
engaged.
hello, Cardassian fleet again. That can't seem to just leave it alone. Why? I don't get what their plan is. The amount of ships they've wasted. Is there really no way they can attack the Cardassians? Is there no way they can attack the Klingons instead? Because the attacks are becoming so constant that the starbase isn't getting the time it needs to repair, which is definitely an issue for us. Perhaps I should give them some ships. You know what? I am, but I just need a guarantee at the very least. I need a guarantee that I can get the constructor. So I'm going to build a construction ship here, and then I will get them some Defiance. 2 Defiance is all I can afford, okay. Just because maybe it needs some ships to act as a deterrent, I'm not sure, but these attacks are just, again and again, not even the Klingons attack that often. They're the Klingons. Oh man. So yeah, the constructor's building. We're pursuing the enemy ships. And looks like this has been a victory now.
Ahead full.
We'll keep the Defiance
Ahead full.
tracking down
Set a
this.
course.
Oh, we got him.
Ahead
Okay,
full.
so victory here. Victory here. This is the only area we're not sure about yet, but even here I doubt they're going to be able to do 10,000 points of hull damage, so not a concern. So yeah, get them moving up here, and then I want this constructor. I'm somewhat nervous about sending them. Oh, that's an enemy fleet. Okay, so we need to rally our ships by that starbase. If we can destroy some of these ships first, though, that would be useful. Can I get some reinforcements here? Yeah, it's a fine class, good. So we're gonna see what we can do about doing damage to these ships. Okay, did some damage there. And then rallying around the space station, because it turns out there's a huge enemy fleet coming for us. That they've somehow managed again to build up.
All hands to battle stations.
They definitely have a strong economy.
Engage engines.
And there's an enemy fleet coming out of warp here that apparently I wasn't notified of. Maybe it's because I don't control the system, I don't know. Can we have this fleet destroyed as soon as possible, please? That's actually a sizable fleet. We need to deal with this now, because I don't know if we can beat this fleet and that fleet, so
All hands to battle
the
stations.
sooner we can destroy some of these ships, the better.
Divert power
Just
to
destroy one ship or something, so that way you can auto-target everything. Actually, can I just do like an attack move? I don't know. Whatever. They should. Oh man, here they
Hands
come.
to battle stations.
This could be bad. Alright, this episode's definitely going over, because I want to know how this ends now.
Warp signatures.
This could become really, really bad, or it could go really, really well. They don't seem to be trying to engage us all that much, which is interesting. They're still trying to take out this starbase, but we seem to be okay. I would like to be engaging with the cover of the starbase, but to move our fleet now would result in a lot of casualties, so think it would be better to continue engaging them here. Because we've already done now a lot. We've almost completely destroyed this entire fleet. And we have more ships to attack, too. That are now heading this way, that our Defiance can do some damage to. In the meantime, can I get some Defiance, some Akiras? Building up. Yeah, I think we're gonna win this. I think we got this one. This was a big error on their part. Because they just couldn't link up their fleets in time, so instead we wiped out one fleet and then we wiped out the other fleet. Alright, perfect. So that's a win. How goes the battle here? Still going pretty much fine. Not really an issue. They're sending in some reinforcements, but nothing substantial. Okay, and we should have a constructor waiting. We do. The what construction is complete? I don't know. You know what, we're going to pursue. We're going to pursue them out of the system, and we're going to start construction at Starbase. But get that constructor away from that Brow class, please. Quickly. So yeah, definitely did some damage to the enemy here. I want all ships to pursue.
Ahead full.
And do everything we got. Hostile forces are approaching.
All hands to
Okay.
battle
Yeah. The Cardassians can't seem to give up. I get it. They just keep sending ships at us again and again and again. And they've actually recolonized and started rebuilding on this planet. Wonderful. Luckily, the battle station has only just begun production. So can I just have that destroyed, please?
All sections report.
Get a whole contingent of ships working on that, please.
Prepare the docking.
Since I assume we must have lost at least a couple, let's build... Oops. How many? Only one. Okay.
Unable to
I can only build one. Alright, so those are the reinforcements we'll be getting. And the ships will destroy what they need to destroy in system. And can I get that constructor over there so it can start production on its own starbase? And again, it looks like we should have the resources to build it up. I just want to destroy this before it gets its weapons online.
Give the word.
Now this is continuing now to upgrade, so that's good. So get them moving over here, and then we can hopefully start to take on the rest of the system. Pairs are going there. I mean, for all intents and purposes, we won this battle, but they send in like 2 or 3 ships at a time. I think they're just sending them as they build them, and then they just slowly get destroyed one by one as they send them in. I really don't get what their plan is for that attack, but again, I guess I really shouldn't be complaining. At least I'm able to win all those battles relatively easily.
All sections report.
I love these Defiant class ships. They just do so much damage. So there we go, that's destroyed. And can I get anybody that can to target the planet so we can make sure they're not keeping control of it? There we go, that's dealt with. Actually no, that needs to be destroyed too, that's a priority. They can produce ships out of there. That was an explosion for you. And yeah, it's gone pretty much. Reinforcements still on the way. The situation is being dealt with. I'm even going to go ahead and order up the more defenses. Got an autosave there. So there we go. Defenses are being built. And things are looking decent for us so far. And we're going to take this where... just more ships. Cardassian ships.
All
Okay.
sections report.
So yeah, just how about these ships destroy that, these ships destroy that, and then they all rally up here.
Set a course.
No, this, okay, fine, whatever.
All sections report.
Everybody here attacks this, everybody here
Bring
attacks
all
this.
weapons to bear.
Station complete.
Oh, wow, I love how these Norway classes, we haven't actually replaced many of them. I guess they must just be staying out of combat. I expected that most of the Norway class would be destroyed because they're not that... Actually, you know what? They do have decent phaser damage. What is it? Oh, come on. 93. Well, I guess it's not that much of a surprise that they haven't been destroyed. So there we go. So that's being dealt with. Come on, finish it off. so we can rally up the fleet and prepare to keep pushing. Perfect. Alright,
All
rally up
power
the
to
fleet,
engines.
and they will be put on hold position. So that way, in case there is a star base, they don't run into it, and if we happen to warp right on top of it, we will instantly retreat. And where is the construction ship? There it is. Nope, that's not. No, you're supposed to... Oh, you're on tactics, I see. So get building. So that way we have now, effectively, once this starbase is finished constructing, we have cut them off from reinforcements unless they are produced within these 4 planets, which with every planet we take, we do lessen their production capability. So
Awaiting orders.
let's get them moving in.
Steady as she goes.
And hopefully I just want to colonize some of these planets and start taking the resources.
Engines to full.
And I want
Unable to
maximum
comply.
upgrades.
Unable to
Everything we
comply.
can get. Because, oops, there we go. Yeah, because we can't afford it. We do have enough resources because we've been very careful not to... Oh my god.
All sections
Can we win this? I say we fight it. I'm pretty confident we can win this as long as we don't get in range of that starbase.
All sections.
Yeah, I think we'll win this. We'll take some losses, but
Alert the crew.
I could try to fight it in the south. We could even push out, because, yeah, we need to move our ships so they can actually all fire. Because I can't move in range of that starbase, and if we allow our ships to move freely, they'll go chasing things, and they'll get a lot of themselves killed. So, okay, I'm going to put them on gravity well. But I'm going to be I'm going to not leave this battle for more than a couple seconds. I don't want anybody wandering in range of that starbase. I'm leaving literally just for a second now to select this starbase, and then I'm going right back to keep an eye on them. Because I think we can win it. I'm pretty confident we'll win it. Let me get some, like, 4 New Orleans class and some Kiras and stuff for replacement ships.
Alert the crew.
Yeah, we're definitely winning. It doesn't look like we've lost any capital ships yet, which is good. Yeah, we're gonna win, but I just need to be... Ah, did I unselect? No, I
Give the
didn't.
word.
Oh, I did. Nope. Oops. Just get a mix of everything. I assume all those abilities are useful. Alright, we'll leave again for a second. Oh, this starbase. They can... Yeah, it'll hold against that fleet, I think. I see the Dreadnought, but I'm confident it can hold. It's even building itself some reinforcements, so... So there we go. This fleet is being pushed out and destroyed.
All hands to battle station.
Hopefully the losses on our long-range bombardment ships haven't been too severe.
Waiting orders.
Now we're going to put them on... Get me that. And I want them now on tactics. Hold position.
All sections report.
So we'll get them there, and hopefully they'll target the right thing. Because this is... Oh,
Standing
no,
by.
stay over here, please. Priority is over here. Can we win this? I think so. We're going to be producing reinforcements and everything as we go, so... Oh, I forgot. Fighter squadrons. Get those up and operational immediately. And continue building reinforcements, I suppose.
Unable
Yeah.
to comply.
Hopefully we'll hold. I think we will. And it's just this thing, I know how much damage it can do. We could send them reinforcements. Do we have any ships? We don't have ships here. We could pull back some ships, if need be.
All sections report.
I don't want to do a full-on assault on that starbase. Can I get all my remaining siege ships to... Yeah, okay, they already are. Good. I could send a contingent of ships. It's like, say, that. To go and reinforce their position.
Ahead full.
And this is actually being attacked at the moment. Question is, will it be able to come online in time to repel that attack? I don't
Set a
know.
course.
This is the problem. I'm trying to expand fast so they don't have time to counter what we're doing. But then we do leave a lot of areas completely vulnerable. So yeah, we're going to have to start dividing the fleet a little bit, which I'm very hesitant to do, but
Signatures
we just
detected.
frankly don't have a choice. So this fleet is going to go and assist in dealing with this fleet. In fact, I'm even going to send more ships. Because I think they've actually committed
Alert the crew.
the vast majority of their fleet in this area to those 2 assaults.
Alert the crew.
Now these guys can probably hold on a little bit because they actually are able to fire back, but this station is completely defenseless until
Engage
we
engines.
send in some ships to back them up.
Alert the crew.
And I want them back on the ability to go and attack anything in the gravity well. Now we have these reinforcements coming in.
Alert the crew.
Same order for them. Gravity well.
All
We're
sections
doing
report.
decent enough here. I'm not terribly worried about that starbase, but yeah, this one's definitely a concern. Worst case, I'll have to pull out all these investments and then restart the building process, but I'd really rather not need to do that.
Standing by.
And at the meantime, this is just going to continue. We're probably going to mostly use these siege ships until we can get our reinforcements back, because they have a lot
Hands
of
to battle
turrets here,
stations.
which are kind of concerning.
All sections
So our
report.
reinforcements coming out that way. We will continue. Order up another Defiant here. Order up some ships here. Oh, his health is getting awfully low. How much longer is this battle gonna... Okay, they're pulling out. Alright, they're retreating. I don't care, pull out. No, because then they're gonna attack the other fleet. Damn it. We have to pursue this fleet, because then they're gonna turn right around, and they're gonna go attack this fleet, which is a fraction of a fleet at this point. And they're not actually capable of really defending themselves. This fleet's gonna have to hold on with just what it has available to it. We'll continue sending it reinforcements, but that's all it's gonna get for now.
Ahead full.
Because we can't lose the rest of the fleet here. We need to pursue these ships and take them out, which I guess won't take too long, because we've already done substantial damage to them. And I would say that is a sufficient number of ships dealt with. Now we'll send them reinforcements. They're just going to be a little delayed. But I think we've done sufficient damage that the fleet there will be able to deal with them. 40,000. Still fighting.
All sections
Give me a few more ships. Come on. All the way.
Engage engines.
There we go. Okay, we're still holding. Reinforcements are on their way. And the star base is now finished building with upgrades beginning. So that's good.
Standing by.
And this fleet is now just going to pretty much sit here and do its best to hold. And they'll be allowed to do bombardment or whatever they would like.
Detected.
All hands to battle stations.
Pulling in more, we might lose this starbase. There's a very good chance that we're about to lose this starbase. Because I'm just not confident the fleet's going to get there in time.
Alert the crew.
They're still relatively, there's still only one jump, but they're still quite a few
All
minutes
hands
away
to battle
probably.
stations.
So these reinforcements are really all they're going to be getting anytime soon. I don't know, are we still building ships in system? Yes, we are. Priority should go to them, because they can deploy them right here.
Enemy vessels engaged.
Bringing more reinforcements, damn. Come on, hurry. Maybe, because I'm thinking maybe if we get this fleet in, they'll get nervous and they'll try to retreat. Because they'll be like, uh-oh, Federation sends its fleet now. Because they know they can't beat this fleet. Even if they take the starbase, they're not beating this fleet. So maybe they'll try to retreat north or something as soon as they see this fleet. And leave the starbase alone.
All sections report.
I'm not sure. You never know how the AI will react.
Red alert. Enemy vessels engaged.
Alright, start up some more production here. Get me
Unable to
a
comply.
New Orleans class, sure, because we will need some more of those. And we're still doing decently here, holding the line.
Orders.
We have a few ships. Maybe it would be smart to pull back. Yeah, we're going to pull this fleet out, back to the starbase. Because they're starting to get to a point where I'm not confident they'll be able to hold their own. So pull them out. Main reinforcing fleet is about to get engaged. Man, it's so close. It's gonna be really, if we get, see, this is what I mean. They just kind of sit there when they're trying to get around the
Engage
planet.
engines. Set a course. All hands to battle stations.
Perfect, they're gonna pull out.
Alert the crew.
Come on, Janeway. Ah, we lost Janeway again. We've lost Janeway too many times. Sucks. I don't even bother leveling her up because she just, unfortunately, she always seems to be at the back of the fleet taking all the fire.
Ahead full.
Anyway, I want the main fleet now rallying up around that starbase. Yeah, we're gonna lose this starbase for sure.
All
That
hands
sucks.
to battle stations.
Engage this thing, because this thing is the main reason they've been able to take it out. It's damaged? Yeah, it's gone. Just destroy this ship. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Alright, so we're now going to need to rebuild that starbase, as well as a lot of the ships we've lost. See, this is what happens when I split my fleet up. We just start losing stuff. Come on, I need that. This destroyers the majority of their damage. They don't have a lot of other ships here. There we go.
All sections report.
Pretty soon. Are they sending another attack? They're sending another attack fleet. Where are they building these ships, man? Oh my gosh. Okay, they need to warp out now then, because now these guys are gonna cut us off. There's not too many of them, but
Ahead full.
well, we need these ships over there. Just warp. Go to warp.
Battle stations.
I think we're gonna win this. Yeah, we're gonna win it, but ouch. I mean, we made progress, but ouch.
All sections.
It's definitely being some expensive losses.
Enemy vessels engaged.
I guess next we can maybe take this planet. We didn't actually take that planet, which is unfortunate. Now we do have to rebuild the starbase here. And this one, we have a small
Sections report.
fleet protecting it.
Enemy engaged.
And I guess, give me like 2 New Orleans class. And some Centaurs. We're now pursuing the enemy fleet out of system. So that's good. The thing about these Defiants, they're fast too. Where is that constructor? Alright, construction ship. I want you to go kind of a roundabout way so you're not in the line of fire. And get rebuilding our starbase. Because it does need to be rebuilt. And we're probably going to actually take some time. We're going to be a little more patient in the next episode. Because I think we did overextend a little bit. And we have certainly suffered for it. And here, how's the... I haven't checked on this in a long time. We're still fighting this battle. They've done a grand total of maybe less than 10,000 health. About 10,000, actually. Yeah, good for them. Look at them. They're finally making
Red
no
alert.
progress again.
Enemy vessels engaged.
Don't you love it, Cardassians? You've made so much progress. 0.
Awaiting
I mean,
orders.
okay, little, but nothing that I won't very quickly repair. Anyway, I'm looking at the time. We are at over an hour. I think this is the longest episode I've done so far. This has been fun. We've actually made some progress. But yeah, that is going to be it for today, everybody. So, it looks like we're making some advancements towards the enemy. We're taking some territory, so that's good. Hopefully we can continue it in the next episode. But if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.